stage at Sonisphere day 1 with the Defiled. How are you?
We're alright.
Very good.
Trying our best, as a matter of fact.
How's your day been so far?
It's been incredible. Like, we've played every Sonisphere ever since it began.
Yeah.
So, and we've played on every stage. So this is the first time we've minced our way to the main stage. So it was incredible. It was.
How did
we've
we
shat
mince our
ourselves.
way though? How was it done? Can you show me? All the way to the main
All the way
stage?
to the main stage. But we made it to the main stage, and we were all very nervous before playing. And it's like a major thing in our band's career. So
I think it's probably the biggest gig of our lives. I don't think we've played to 40,000 people ever in one go, right?
40,000 people, and it was like people as far as the eye could see. So before we went on, he was like, "Man, there's no one there," and then all we heard was them chanting our name before we went on. And it was
when I heard everyone shouting "The Defiled," I was like, "Oh, I'm now scared." Yeah, it was actually quite scary running on.
At what point does the adrenaline kick in when you've kind of been
second song.
Yeah,
The second song for me, the first song was just like, I can't play, but the second song you're just like, I got this, and it was kind of good. So I think we did all right.
I think so. We had a few technical difficulties. Our bassist's bass sound from Harry Wood left him. So his bass wasn't working, and he smashed it. Smashed a £2,000 bass for no reason.
Did he regret it after?
We thought he was being very rock and roll, and he didn't give a fuck about money all of a sudden. And then when we walked up, it was like, fucking thing sounded like shit, and just smashed it to oblivion, chucked it out to the crowd, everything. We were just like...
We were supposed to have a nice group shot of us in the crowd, and it turns out... Yeah, he was like,
jumped off stage like, fucking piece of shit gig. But it was fun. Like,
so we had fun, but Vincent didn't.
Not the best
Sonisphere 2014.
But everyone else thought he was super rock and roll.
Exactly.
everyone
So it
else
works
thought he was
out.
a rock god.
Cool.
He does that all the time, don't worry about it.
Speaking of super rock and roll thing, of Doom. If
Oh,
you-
is it?
Yes. So if you'd like to pick out a question.
All right. What
So
am I doing
if
now?
you snog, marry,
Snog,
avoid.
marry, or avoid with Metallica, Iron Maiden, and The Prodigy.
Yeah.
What am I doing? Snogging them?
Which one would you snog?
Who would you marry? Who would you avoid?
Yeah. You can have the
Oh,
whole
I
band
see.
or members.
Shall I say? I'd probably...
Wouldn't snog Keith.
I'd probably have to
My
go
friend's
with...
been on a date
I
with
probably would have to snog Prodigy, because they're the best looking. I'd have to marry Metallica and avoid Iron Maiden. I'm sorry, Iron Maiden.
Is it the same for you?
Yeah, it's exactly the same thing. Prodigy are much hotter than Metallica.
Yeah, definitely.
Hetfield.
Sorry, guys.
James Hetfield, you would get it. If you could do guest vocals for any band on the bill.
Who would it be, man?
Hang on, who's on?
Iron Maiden, Prodigy,
Metallica.
Anthrax.
I'd leave those guys behind. I'd hate to say it, I'd probably be Limp Bizkit, man.
Why would you hate to say that? That's a wonderful decision.
Limp Bizkit was like one of those bands that it made me really happy.
Hang on,
it made me
hang on.
really happy.
Stitch,
seeing their
would you
face
drop
kind
it down? I got a little bitty question.
No, I'd do the ticket to the Matthews Bridge. That's the bit I'd do. No, like Limp Bizkit were one of the bands that I grew up with. It was like grunge bands, and then Limp Bizkit came along. So they were the bands I used to play when I was like a little kid playing guitar. So to see them setting up behind us today was like insane. To be like, shit, there's John Otto's drum kit, and it was pretty cool. So Limp Bizkit, I'd rock out some Westport.
Yeah!
New metal revival.
Yeah, he's young, don't worry about it. Let's move on.
Well, thank you for talking to us. Have a good rest of the day. And yeah, good to have you here.
Thank you.